And
the Grin guy.
hey, sorry, I guess we could have prepared that, huh?
Are we the Grin guys or the Grin deer?
Oh, the Grin deer.
We're the Grin deers.
I like that.
Giggling claws and the Grin deers.
Don't choke on that cable, buddy. Okay.
I think either way you slice it, Gerald's in the hot seat tonight.
Yeah.
How do you figure that? Oh, I got it. Hey, Mikey. Hey, look who the first respondent is. She's going through withdrawals.
I got no respondents, Gerald. Are you seeing things I can't see?
Kayla Bennett just said, hey.
Wow, what do I got going on? Public.
Well, obviously nothing. Pull that toque up over your head.
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's a little tight. Maybe I'm still a little hungover from last time we got together.
That's quite the hangover.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I found out you should not mix hard liquor with neutral. That's even though it doesn't taste like a lot of liquor, it is, eh? So we're on Coffee and Bailey's this evening. Merry Christmas to you. We're we'll get a little bit lit, just not like fully lit.
It'll be like
I'll decide, okay?
No, we got a pretty good show here tonight. I think we're gonna have we're gonna have a little Gigglin Christmas party. We'll have some holiday cheer and maybe a couple of beer.
Wow, that was a good rhyme.
I'm a poet, okay?
And you didn't even know it.
Merry Christmas,
no, I knew.
Mark Popke. Dwayne doesn't know Marg, but she's pretty awesome.
Oh, Marg's a beauty. Merry Christmas, Mark. Oh yeah, we're playing by the rules this evening, right?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
What are those rules?
Well, to kick her off, we're not allowed to say, "Oh, really?" Because if you do, well, that's a drink.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. And you're also not allowed to say absolutely, because if you do, well, that's a drink. And everybody says absolutely.
And the third rule is you're not allowed to talk about anything negative.
Yeah.
Except the weather?
You can talk about the weather all you want. The weather is good to go.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Clinton. Merry Christmas, Lori.
Holy.
We got
that's a drink,
man. What's that, Dwayne?
Or that's a drink.
So is the face thing still in? Because I got an itchy nose, right?
And if you touch your face, that's a drink.
But if I get my wife to itch my nose, I'm okay.
I
don't know. I think that'd be hilarious.
You still have to drink.
Okay, there we go.
Sugar and spice. Merry Christmas. Oh, Mr. Dave Kramer. Merry Christmas.
Wow. There he is.
I wish we had a little counter in the corner to tell us how many times we said Merry Christmas. What do you want? So
far, 5.
At least.
6.
Oh, Patrick, Merry Christmas, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Shh.
Trish, how the heck are you?
She's allowed.
She's allowed, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I should have shaved, hey?
Yeah, you should have.
I'm getting hot by the fire here. Holy, I'm already breaking out into sweat, so I might have to take off my shirt. Kayla, will you mind if I take off my shirt?
Uh-oh. Okay. Jeanette, happy ho-ho.
Hey, my cousin just called you a hoe. See, I called you a hoe earlier.
Yeah, mid-sneeze.
I know, right?
I think you added a couple letters to that, though, didn't you?
Add ho.
Gerald, buddy, how you been, man?
I've been good. We're hanging in there, right? We're keeping her positive, cup half full, and as usual, and having fun. It's just weird being in the house all the time, But was that a negative? Jeez.
Are you you're hanging in there like your stockings?
Yeah. Oh. Kayla said she'll pay me to keep them on. That's amen, sister. How much?
Merry Christmas, Melissa. I'll pay you to keep them on. Yeah, how much? There you go.
Yeah. We'll make a donation to Gigglin Guru. Which I have to say, I'm still waiting for Robert Tompkins to suck it up Buttercup for 160, right?
I'm also still waiting for him to come pick up a couple of bikes. They're taking up room, eh?
Robert Tompkins, he doesn't show out to work on time, so how do we expect him to pay his bill on time with me? So
yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, we're hanging in there. Wayne, how are you doing, buddy?
It just keeps going around and around.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're hanging in there.
Hanging and hanging.
Like your stockings.
Like my stockings. No, it's all good. It's it is what it is. I'm used to this now. And there's nothing that can be done. So it is what it is.
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 My wife made these roasted nuts and bolts and peanuts and whatever pretzels in the oven last night or this morning? Last night, and they're amazing. And then today she did all her Christmas baking, her home baked cookies and no bake cookies, and I imagine there's some Kayla cookies in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And
what's a Kayla cookie?
Chocolate chip cookies and she went overboard. I can't remember what else because I've had 3 drinks already. But
I made your mom's marshmallow. We can't get it right.
Oh yeah, my mom had these special recipes, and that's what Trish has been following. But she's having a heck of a time with peanut butter marshmallow one. Yeah, but I still eat it. Still tastes the same. Just doesn't stay the same.
It's a cosmetic issue.
It is. It's a cosmetic issue, but they all taste the same.
Well, that's
Jeez, Gerald, you're on fire.
Ooh, thank you, buddy.
Way to put him in his fireplace.
And how about you, Colton? You guys getting ready for Christmas? You just having a small gathering like everybody else, or
we're getting ready? Yeah.
I mean, good.
Christmas is coming, and it's going to be unique. Usually we get together and we have an awesome Christmas Eve every year. Big
like
family
else.
Christmas Eve, and my dad's got 7 brothers. Well, he is part of the 7 brothers and sisters, and they've all got kids, and now they're having kids, and so we're pretty much to the point where we got to start renting a freaking hall. So it's the groups are getting bigger and bigger, but now obviously this year it's going to be a little bit different. But we're doing what we can. And
that's cool, I mean, as families grow, you have those family reunions. We had them back in the day, and the Blakeleys, Jeanette being one of them, they don't invite me to their family parties anymore, which is okay because, well, the last time wasn't fun, right? So,
tell me more. Was there an event?
Well, there's always an event when the Blakeleys are around. Come on, we're talking about Robert and Alan. Holy lick, that man! But Gino
says, "Don't pass gas, Gerald. You may explode."
Gino, when things get back to normal, I'm coming out in the lanes and I'm kicking your ass, buddy. That's all I have to say. Okay.
Good thing you're drinking.
What's that, Dwayne?
Good thing you're drinking.
I think he's twice my age, Gino, but he can still kick my butt. So.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
All right, boys.
Oh, D-Wayne's ready to hit us.
Worst gift you've ever received.
Ooh.
What was that question again?
Can we go?
Worst gift you've ever received.
Worst gift I've ever received?
Can we go given or received?
You get either or.
Beautiful.
The worst gift I ever received was a 440 skimmer from my dad.
What are you starting off with the worst, man?
That was a skidoo. It was a piece of crap. No,
yeah, that's what they always say, Mr. Grateful Gerald. That's what they all say. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really
skidoo.
good gift.
I didn't want a skidoo.
So what was your best gift, Gerald?
My best gift was my wife giving me my daughter. Oh, was this at Christmas? Because February 28th is pretty close, right?
Christmas.
So, Christmas. Well, she went into labor right around Christmas, so that was pretty close, right? So, Dwayne, don't take your head at anybody. My best gift. That's a tough one, Dwayne. That's a tough one because our parents, they gave us what they could, right? Back in the day. If I think of where this gift is coming from, it's got to come from mom and dad. I mean, Trish and I, and you and Norma and Colton and whoever he's hanging out with for the day, we always buy nice gifts for each other, right? But for mom and dad, they were pretty special back then. But it was all material. But I mean, we're talking motorbikes. You know that, Dwayne, back in the day, right? Yeah. I got my Honda XR75. That was my first bike. No, you know what it was? My moped. Oh my God.
Come on. Did you drive that to school?
I drove that. I was king of West Hill in Peace River with that moped. 30 kilometers an hour down the hill, getting ready to go across the bridge.
30 kilometers an hour downhill.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I wasn't walking. It was 5K into town, so it was good.
Colton, what about you? And I guess I should have said Christmas gifts.
Yeah, I guess that's the little caveat, isn't it?
That was mine.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I think before we move on, Mr. Kramer had something beautifully to say here. He says, "Worst gift." That sounds pretty negative. Drink up, fellas.
Oh, Kramer.
Yeah, it's not like the trip to Edmonton there, Kramer.
Well, I'll start with my worst gift because that seems to be the trend. So I'll have a drink ready here for you, Kramer. My worst gift by far was the first year that I started working at Ritchie Brothers. I was working in a coal mine, and I thought this is going to be hilarious. I gave my brother a box of coal for Christmas. And so he opens it up in mom and dad's living room. Coal dust everywhere.
Oh my Lord.
That's awesome.
So that was my worst gift that I've ever given.
Okay.
And my best gift by far would be, I was in like grade 9 or 10 maybe, and I was in woodworking class. Well, they had a wooden lathe kind of sitting on the side of the shop, and it was all broken. And I kept asking because I really wanted to use it. It looked like a blast. I really wanted to learn how to use the lathe. So I asked the shop teacher if I could use it, and he's like, "Nah, it's broken, man. But I tell you what, if you diagnose it, figure out what's wrong with it, get it fixed. You need any parts, just let me know. I'll order the parts for you. You get it fixed, I'll give you a credit for that. And then whatever you build on it, another credit." Perfect. So I did that, and I made a beautiful little pen and pencil set for my mom. And she opens this up, and she's like, "Oh, nice, a pen and a pencil. That's awesome. Thanks." I'm like, yeah, but like, I made those. Then the tears started flowing.
Oh,
It was a nice gift.
nice.
That was my favorite. What's that?
Well, I'm gonna be a little bit different because I'll start off with the positive. Because I am a little odd.
No.
I gotta say my best gift would be, and I'm not just saying this because she's in the same house as me right now and can beat the crap out of me. Would be the very first gift that my wife got me for Christmas, our first Christmas together. And it was a poker chip set that I still have today.
Yeah.
A nice one, nice big one. That would be my best. And my worst gift, it's difficult because I'm a big child when it comes to gifts. I don't know if I really have one, to be honest with you. I've given a lot of worse gifts that I'm not going to say on here because there may be people watching.
That's a good
I'm a giant kid when it comes to Christmas time and it comes to the gifts part. If I get it, doesn't matter what it is. If I get it and I can open it and unwrap it, and I'm just like, I'm tickled. I don't care what it is. I would have been happy with the box of coal.
Right?
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
And I would have hung on to that forever and ever and ever.
Well, Colton, you and me will go to Grand Cache next year and we'll get him a box of coal, buddy.
Yes, Shelly, I know I asked the question, but come on.
Shelly, I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, just because I asked the question doesn't necessarily mean that I have an answer for it.
Ooh.
Look who we're talking to.
Are you pointing at me?
I'm pointing at me.
You pointing at me?
So do you guys have any favorite Christmas traditions?
Oh, come on. What can you specify a little more on that?
Yeah, like what would be your number one? What is the one thing that you know when Christmas is coming? What is the one thing that you know that you have to do in order for it to be a good Christmas for you? What is the one thing that you need to do?
Just
Christmas tradition.
Well, because I do all the baking around here, I'd have to say staying out of my wife's way in the kitchen. No.
Your wife probably really appreciates that.
Yeah, she does. You know, getting drunk, Kayla, of course. No, for me, you know, I got to go back in time because with my wife's family, you know, one in Edmonton and Tom and Shirley here, the boys, they're all growing up now and doing their own thing, right? But back in the day, we always did, and Jeanette will remember this, Robert will remember this, all the Blakels will remember this, is we would all go to Granny Bradshaw's on the Christmas Day, and then we would head over to Tangent, to the farm, to the Blakely farm, and we would go up Bald Knoll. There'd be 20, 30 of us go up Bald Knoll, which is just an old big hill. Somebody would bring a skidoo, and we'd go to the top of that hill, and we would toboggan down that hill, and 50 times a day we'd do that for the whole day, right? And then come back, and Uncle Thurman would make whatever he was cooking that day for Christmas. It was always a turkey, obviously, and then pancakes the next morning. And you miss that when it stops happening, right? So as people, you know, things change. So for me, that was tradition to me. That was huge growing up. And I'm sure a lot of you have it. Colton talks about his family being bigger and bigger all the time, right? So I would bring the moped. You can't even spell it. Okay? But for me, Dwayne, that was huge. It was the family gatherings, you know. If it was to come down to that, and of course, this year is I don't know if you guys heard, but it's by the wayside this year. I'm not sure why, but you know, we'll do the best with what we got, right? So to me, that would be a tradition for me.
sorry, Colton, you gotta reattach that Santa hat.
Yeah, sorry. He just blew my lid, man.
Kayla, I was one of the coolest people in Peace River when I had that moped, like Shelly said. Okay, I don't
know if you totally read it. She said you thought you were cool.
No, she misprinted that.
Colton, what about you?
Well, I mean, I talked about our Christmas Eve every year with the Van Terve side. We always get together and things. Well, they tend to get hairy. It's
no pun intended.
And things get exciting. But last year, Christmas Day, we went over to Grandma Peggy's, and Mom started this new thing where she take a gift and start wrapping it in saran wrap, and like as the bigger the ball gets, add more and more gifts. And then so this big ball of saran wrap full of like little gifts, whether it be, you know, a little thing of liquor, a little thing of chocolate, or a little gift card or something in this ball. And we sit around a kitchen table. We all wear oven mitts, and you have to rip this saran wrap off and try and get to it. And it's all in little pieces too. It's not one long, big, continuous strand. So it got freaking exciting.
That would be awesome.
This thing, and you're trying to get it. And meanwhile, while you're doing that, everyone's rolling dice. And I think if you get double sixes, or if you get, I don't know what, I can't remember the rules. But if you roll a certain number, then you have to pass the ball. The person in front of you gets to go. Then you got to pass the dice, put on the mitts, and keep going. So, yeah, that was a super cool tradition that I think we're going to continue on with that one this year. It
That's
was so much fun.
That sounds like a blast, man.
Yeah.
That sounds like it would be a lot of fun.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of
And
fun.
yeah, just like Sandra says, your mom was a bit competitive. We're all competitive when it came. It was so much fun, but usually
I can see the dice flying across the table.
Oh yeah, just throw. Usually we start our Christmas day though with Wife Savers breakfast. Have you ever had Wife Savers?
No.
Boys, I'm telling you. I've had this every Christmas morning since I was a little kid. And when I worked at Scout Camp, I had it once a week. It was a little different at Scout Camp, but we'll get to that. So you put like a layer of bread with all the crusts off. Then you go back bacon, and then you go a layer of cheese, and then another layer of bread. And then you put this like egg mixture over it and a bunch of like Special K crushed up on top.
Mm-hmm.
You bake that. You cut into that, and it is it is the best breakfast you'll ever have.
Does she soak it overnight?
I think so. Yeah, soak it overnight and then puts the crumbs in the morning.
Yeah, that's what we do that here too. Well, the wife does that. I shouldn't say we. We do that here too.
Back to your baking stories, hey?
Yeah.
And
do you guys just poofing up your hair?
Gerald, do you guys do that just like any regular Saturday kind of deal, or?
No, it's Christmas morning. Trish does it.
Just a Christmas morning thing.
We get it one time a year, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite breakfast.
Right? Yeah.
Oh man. When I was working at Scout Camp, we did this this day called All Year's Day. So throughout the whole day, we had different, like all of the occasions. Like you used to woke up and it was Christmas morning. Yeah. And then you move on to Easter. Then you move on to Valentine's Day. You move on to all of these different things and go throughout the whole day. So in the morning we had Wife Savers breakfast, but we didn't have back bacon, so we used hot dogs instead. Oh, it was awful.
That turned out awful.
All you could taste was hot dog, man.
I think hot dogs, that would be good.
It's just not Wife Savers. You need that Canadian back bacon, that thick cut, nice back bacon.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you didn't have Canadian hot dogs.
Yeah.
I think we had all beef.
Oh, yeah. That's even worse.
I know.
Nobody eats all beef hot dogs. Come on.
It was at kids camp, man. Everyone ate all beef hot dogs.
Yeah. That's just because they were cheap.
Well, probably
because nobody else ate them. They got a special deal.
Yeah.
3 packages for $1.
Exactly.
That's how that went.
Yeah. So Dwayne, how about you, buddy?
You know, I got a few, but the one that comes to Shelly, Jesus, the one that really sticks in my mind is back when we were growing up. When you're talking about back in the day,
yeah.
If my sister's on here, she might remember this. We were Weberville Road didn't have a ton of houses up on Weberville Road, and Dad would take me and Lisa and Velda and Leanne and me and my sisters, and we would go and we'd go find a real tree because there was no artificials back in the day. It was all real. Yeah. You wanted a Christmas tree, you went and grabbed the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Well, you went out into the field and you're looking for all these trees and you're looking for one that's going to work. And well, you know, we used to get a lot of snow back in the day, and so you'd go underneath the trees. And you'd sit there and shake the trees, and all the snow would come down on top of you. Right? As kids, we'd stand underneath the tree, and you shake the trees, and all the snow come down. And then Dad, nope, that's not the tree. Right? But I mean, then it was like, you know, because you're walking through snow. 6 feet deep, uphill, both ways. No winter boots on. In your shorts, t-shirt, wife beater on. No tucker mitts. No, I mean we were walking up in the snow that was up into our knees and our hips as kids, right? Yeah. Like I mean, almost up to our waist.
Yeah.
And then you drag it out. You cut it off at the bottom. You don't measure it. You just, oh yeah, that'll fit. You eyeball it. That'll fit. throw it in the back of the truck. And that's when you could ride in the back of the truck with the canopy on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd all ride in the back of the truck, take it home, get it in the house. Well, of course, it's too tall, so now you got to start adjusting. So it'll fit in the corner. But yeah, that's one of the ones that sticks with me a lot.
That's awesome.
That one.
And we used to go up Misery Mountain a lot too, right? Dad would take us up Misery Mountain and sled up there and do whatever for half a day, right? But
yeah,
or on the golf course even. You know, we had so much room out there, hey Dwayne? It was pretty awesome. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
That
So
room
Gerald, you used to do the real Christmas tree too, eh?
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did quite a bit back then, right? So
there's nothing like having a real Christmas tree in your house and the smell.
As you explained that, Dwayne,
the fresh smell is like something you've never imagined. Something that it's just it's like cleans out your sinuses.
Yeah.
Would you say it spruces the place up a little bit?
It spruces the place up a lot, you know. I mean, don't worry about the needles.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, 100% fine.
But as you tell this story, if we had any 15 to 20-year-olds on here listening to this story, they'd be looking at you cross-eyed, wondering, what are you talking about?
They'd be looking at me googly-eyed.
Exactly.
What do you mean real? There's real?
Tree? You shake a tree and snow falls on you, you go to the next tree? What are you talking about?
You don't put up an artificial one?
This TikTok's way too long.
Yeah.
Chris Bodak, he got his first real tree this year.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
You know what? I've got some family friends that they told me a little story about how they get their Christmas tree. And well, I got to share it with you. They don't just go hack one down. They go Christmas tree hunting. Oh. So they bring their guns and they shoot a Christmas tree down. I shit you not.
That's not dangerous.
No, not when you're out in the woods, man.
That's pretty cool.
You don't shoot your guns at a tree. Does anybody hear?
Only if it falls. And people are.
Only if what?
Only if it falls.
Only if it falls. Oh, then everybody hears.
Yeah, then everybody hears that.
They hear 12 gauge.
No, that's awesome.
So as kids or as adults, did you guys ever peek into your Christmas gifts before you opened them? Like you know, they're all sitting underneath the tree, and you're kind of like.
Did you know Doreen Hafner? Kind of reminds me of your mother to a point, Doreen. You know, like
oh yeah,
you get caught doing that crap, and right.
It was you got whipped with the pine.
We were allowed to shake them. Yeah, exactly. Right. We were allowed to shake them, but even then, it wasn't good.
I have done it as an adult.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that I have.
Huh?
I can't say that I have as an adult. I haven't done that as an adult.
No. Colton,
Sorry.
what about you?
Sorry, what were you saying? You've shaken trees to make the snow fall on you?
Holy, you want to get on the program? You've been hanging out with Kayla? What's going on?
Is your hat a little bit tight? Are you getting a little burnt up?
Yeah.
Are you overheating?
I am, yeah. Yeah, it's warm in this room.
Colton, have you ever peeked into a Christmas gift?
No. I'm a rule follower for the most part. Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. And that was one rule that I always followed. I never tried to peek. Because that just ruins a surprise, and the surprises are awesome. There's nothing better than a good surprise, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Well, one year, my kids were young, and we would always buy, that Santa Claus gift, for the kids. So the Sega Genesis, this goes to tell you how old this is. Sega Genesis come out, it was new. Nice. And it came out. And so we bought it for Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve, after all the kids have gone to bed, it was already wrapped and everything like that. My brother-in-law at the time and myself, we decided that we needed to test out the Sega Genesis system to make sure that it worked. So we unwrapped it, set it all up, and I think we proceeded to play until about 3 o'clock in the morning. And then had to put everything back in the box like it was new, back in the plastics, all wrapped up and everything like that. And
What a superstar.
That's fantastic.
It was fun. I'm like, and of course it was my idea. I'm like, oh yeah, we can get away with this, no problem at all. It'll be fine.
And did you get away with it?
No.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Busted.
the freaking present was probably still warm in the morning.
Yeah, well, the unfortunate part about it is that the kids got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so yeah. The paper was starting to come back off because I didn't tape it down good enough.
I remember one time when me and Trish first got married, and Nick was into hockey, and we were putting together a freaking hockey net for him. Do you remember that?
Yeah. It took forever.
Holy smoke! Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, Batman! It took us I was ready to snap a biscuit because to wire the string through to make it all proper, to make the proper net, it had to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, and it took us. Oh man, it was 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe later before we were done. It drove me nuts. It drove us nuts, but we got through it. Right?
We did that too. It's not like nowadays where it's like snap, 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 tie, tie on.
Right.
It was we got the kids a couple of them, and we had to put them together just like that, and it was not fun. There was a lot of swearing going on.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was doing. That's like, I won't say it here because it's Christmas, right? And Marg's on, but because she doesn't swear. So that was bad. It was very frustrating.
Yeah.
What did Kramer say there?
Well, Kramer says, I peeked at the presents one year and tried my best to make it look like I hadn't. But of course, my mom noticed, and I got socks and underwear that Christmas, and the following year as well. Just so I learned my lesson.
Oh.
Never did get the gifts I peeked at. Dwayne, what's going on with you, brother?
I don't know. Is that on mine?
Yeah. That's just you, buddy.
You're spending the Christmas in the Matrix or what?
I think so.
You should have had the red pill, not the green one.
Well, hey, do you guys know the old history of this log fire behind us?
No, but I would love to hear it.
Well, I don't know a lot about it. I just know that the people that created this thing behind us, they're from Edmonton, and what's that?
I thought you said Westlaw.
Well, they're out there somewhere as Edmonton Westlock, and you know what? They just started recording a fire and they sent it into Eastlink, and now they're tri-millionaires, right? Because
tri-millionaires.
I think so. You got to figure they're getting paid every year for that log fire, right? So,
do you think they get paid per log or per hour?
I'm thinking that she's an hourly gig, buddy.
An hourly gig, yeah. That probably makes more sense.
Oh man, no, that's pretty cool. Just that's there's an app for that, and they got pretty creative. We were just talking about the log fire and how it came to be doing in the years gone by. It was just a family out of Edmonton that started videotaping it, and here they are today. Dwayne is glitching.
Dwayne is glitching, and Gerald's head looks like it's on fire. While we fixed the glitching, the head on fire.
That was the Christmas ghost coming back to haunt my ass for telling stories out of
right.
I guess.
Old Patrick's got a little tale here for us.
Oh,
he said, my dad told me when I was young, I ended up sleepwalking while he was testing out our new Nintendo game for himself. I guess I ended up playing it with him for an hour and had no clue the next day. It looks like your brownies were kicking in too.
So, what's your favorite Christmas treat?
Ooh, Christmas tree.
Yeah,
I like.
What can't you live without? What's the one thing that you go? I'm like, yo, I gotta have it besides the salty nuts.
Well, just like Gerald was saying, my mom makes a heck of a nuts and bolt contraption, or concoction. Sorry, not contraption. But this year she used a little bit of honey nut checks instead of just the regular checks.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Added that little bit of extra sweet.
Oh, she went all out. Yeah.
Oof. Well, Dad did the shopping, for the
Yeah.
groceries. Regular ones, we got honey nuts instead. And I gotta say, it was a good substitute. Yeah,
For me, there's nothing. Oh, sorry, Colton. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're good. Go ahead.
No, this is something we talked about, you guys. Okay. For me, it's my wife's seafood dip. She makes it every year, and when we have even when we were just bowlers and league was coming for Christmas, she'd bring the seafood dip, and it would be the first thing devoured, right? And we actually had a special request from one of our bowlers to make a seafood dip for her, which we have done, and we will send it to her tomorrow. She's probably watching. She doesn't talk much on here, but she watches. So it's an amazing with Brett and crackers, and it's just got, what's it got in there? It's got the
seafood and the seafood sauce.
Seafood sauce, and oh my god, it's freaking amazing. It's good. I can sit down and eat the whole thing by myself. So not that it shows, but the seafood dip is tenfold the best. I mean, pastry wise, you can't beat the home baked cookies and the marshmallow squares and all that stuff. But the seafood dip is amazing.
Ooh, you know what? I've since I've lived in this house, I've come to enjoy a new tradition.
Oh.
And Josh Boyne. Do you know Josh Boyne?
No.
He's a buddy of mine, and he was my realtor too. So every year he drops off this little box of goodies to all the people that he sold homes to, and the butter tarts in there. Oh man, those are the first things to go. They're so good.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a butter tart guy.
You're not a butter tart guy.
I'm not. I don't know why.
Oof. They're so nice. They're nice and creamy. Got a little flaky.
Probably because the name tart is in it, I'm guessing, right?
Probably because of what, sorry?
The name tart is in it.
You're not a tart fan, eh?
You would think that'd be right up your alley.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Good one, Dwayne.
Gerald, have you bowled a couple of games here recently?
I just actually, you know what? I went for a little trip because we're shut down, obviously, for 28 days. And so we still have this 5-pin universe thing going on, which is a company or a bunch of guys out of Edmonton starting an in-house singles tournament, right? Costs you $100. You bowl 8 games. They're going to take the top 24 bowlers and they'll have across Canada, and they'll have virtual match play after that. Like Colton, if you're in Zimbabwe, oh, that's not Canada. So Colton, if you're in Tuktoyaktuk, oh wait, that's not Canada. Yes, it is. And I'm here, and we end up, let's say 24 bowls 1 and 23 bowls 2, match play. We can end up bowling each other, and it's on the TV, and you could just bowl frame for frame. So 8 of us. And I don't give a shit if I get a ticket for this. We went over to Dawson Creek. They set us up properly per COVID rules and did our 8 games. I averaged like 235, which was pretty good for an old fella, but not even close. Carter Stretch averaged 285. And so he's sitting 4th right now overall in Canada. So those are the games I got in. It was fun. It was just good it was good to go over and support Richie at Hypertension, in Dawson Creek. Hypertension Escape is the name of the bowling alley there. So it was good to just go doing that and have a BS session with Richie, right? So that's what I did. I bowled a few games. It's funny, It's like the carpenter that never finishes his house, We got our bowling alley, and I could give 2 hoots about going in there and practicing and stuff. I enjoy watching everybody instead of the act of it. It's true. And Tim Wiseman warned me of that, and Gino even told me about that one time, and he just said, you're more involved with what everybody else is doing than what you're doing. And that could take a couple, 3 years to wear off before you start, Oh, sorry, I mean to cut you guys off, but Patrick has a question.
Patrick is curious. What's Dwayne's favorite treat?
Mine is Christmas cake.
Oh, really?
Really?
I love
Gerald, that's a drink for sure.
That's a freaking
But that's fine. I'll drink to that.
Yeah, mine is Christmas cake. Right,
How?
Leanne? I love Christmas cake.
Is that a fact, Jack?
And
Yeah.
you just slice a chunk of that and just
Slice
eat
it, dice it, add some peanut butter to it. Boom. It's awesome.
Did you say add peanut butter to it?
Yeah, once in a while I will. Yeah.
Wow.
And do you warm it up or do you?
Nope, I eat her cold.
Ooh.
That was a good question, Pat.
Nope, I love it.
You love
And
all
then
that,
second place is butter tarts.
and you love all that fruit in there.
we
then,
go.
eh?
What's it? Yeah, the fruit, love it.
Yeah. Oh man, I never. Well, obviously Colton never either. We never warmed up to that. So
No, not even once.
Yeah, my sister doesn't seem to
no,
like it
me
either. See, I have Shelly likes it.
Yeah. And well, if it's soaked in rum.
Yep.
either.
Don't know what you're thinking.
But they live beside each other, so there's that. So
No, we don't live beside each other. We live
There's a
the
house
same
in between you. Whatever.
There's a lot of houses in between us.
No, there wasn't. But no, I stay away from Christmas cake.
Gene says I'd rather eat, or sorry, it's not Gene, it's Jean.
Jean.
Said I'd rather eat a hockey puck than Christmas cake. Amen. Eat Kramer's with us. Christmas fruit cake is nasty. Fruit cake, rather, not
Fruit
cake.
cake.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what you're missing.
Yeah, we do.
We're missing fruit cake. What, Dwayne, do you make a dip? Are you a dip guy?
I am not a dip guy.
Not a single. If you were told to bring an appy to a party, what would you bring?
Japanese salad.
What the heck is a Japanese salad? Sushi? Or a bowl of edamame?
No, Japanese salad is coleslaw and ramen noodles and all that kind of put together, mixed up with sunflowers and whatever you want in it. And yeah, it's the bomb. If somebody asked me to bring something for a potluck, that's what I'm bringing.
I had no idea that. I had no idea that was the name of it. Japanese.
Yeah, it's called Japanese salad.
Kaylee would eat that with you. She would eat that stuff up for sure.
That is a tasty little treat.
It is.
We got a Merry Christmas all the way from Nova Scotia.
Oh.
Merry Christmas.
It's just about past Dottie's bedtime there, I'm sure.
It's Dodie.
Dodie. I said that. Play it back and see what I said.
If only we had instant replay on this, eh?
Yeah, only.
Merry Christmas to you, Dodie. Yes.
So are you guys listening to Christmas music?
Yeah.
Hard no. No, I avoid that like COVID.
Oh, take a drink.
I couldn't help myself.
I'll even help you drink with that one.
There's some that are okay, right? But it's
I'm like you. I will listen to it once in a while.
Yeah.
But I'll play it when we're decorating the house. I'll play it because it gets because it gets you kind of in the mood to decorate. And then Christmas morning, I'll play it on Christmas morning while we're sitting and having Baileys and coffee and opening up gifts and stuff like that. But I will listen to the traditional stuff, but I can't stand the traditional Christmas music. Like it's too, I don't like it. So I listen to a group called Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and they have their own way. That's what I was kind of playing for you guys there before the show started.
Okay.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, with some, the guitars and stuff like that. Norma and I went to go see a Christmas show here in the Jube when they were here. And it was fantastic. Absolutely one of the best concerts I ever gone to.
That was a drink.
And it was awesome. And so I'll listen to that on a Christmas morning because it's just different.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, definitely, like when you're doing Christmassy activities, wrapping gifts or opening gifts or being with family, like doing things like that. Absolutely. Oh man, you got me into the absolutely loop.
there you go.
Oh, really? He did. He's even a double drink.
But I mean, like
You're
just
talking
cruising
about
around
wrapping
town.
gifts.
You know, I'm not gonna throw on some, we wish you a Merry Christmas. That's just
No,
Nah.
I won't do it either.
I won't do it.
You were talking about wrapping gifts, listening to Kid Christmas. I was watching a football game while I was wrapping my
Oh,
gifts.
there you go.
Well, how can you not? It's tradition, right? So I don't get that.
I'm actually for the first time ever, my Christmas shopping is done. I'm like done. Wrapped,
Come on.
stuff put in the stockings, wrapped under the tree, good to go. This is probably the earliest ever in my life that I've been done. Usually I'm that guy that I'm running like you wouldn't believe next week trying to find stuff and trying to get stuff.
Scrambling, right?
Scrambling.
Yeah.
Right? But not this year.
So
When I heard that there was things coming, I'm like,
Are you talking about Santa?
I'll buy that. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Within an hour and a half online, I was done.
That is a brilliant way to shop. Just do it online.
Yeah.
So what'd you get, Kyle? Did you get him learn to draw books, or what'd you get him?
Well, yeah, because his comics are just, they suck, right? So I have to get him something to help him out, right?
Your boy is so talented. We talk about it lots in our household, Dwayne. We're so stoked for. I mean, he's your kid, man. He's your kid, and
just so you know, Gerald, that's a little stalkery.
We talk about Kyle in our home. Why is that a problem?
Gerald, didn't your daughter do something here pretty cool recently?
She did, but I didn't. I don't know where I put it. But you know what? I tell you what, I didn't know there was an artist in a Hafner. But because I tell you, I grew up drawing Hangman, and I was shitty at doing Hangman, right? The guy would still survive after I was done doing Hangman because I was so bad at it. But no, it's pretty impressive. When I saw what she drew the other day, it was here it is. She's bringing it to me.
There you go.
You know what? It's pretty cool. I don't know if this shows up on there. Oh, is it upside down? That's because I'm drinking. You know what? That's pretty cool. She said she did that freehand, and I questioned her, and she just gave me this look like, "Dad, you're nuts." Okay, but it's pretty cool that's happening. I didn't.
No, that's
Kaylee,
awesome.
good job.
What's that, Dwayne?
Oh, Kaylee, she did an excellent job.
Yeah. She says thank you. Oh, you got the clap from Dwayne and Colton.
Whoa, take it easy with that.
Hey, this is a family show. Sorry, families.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Kayla on here. Come on. No, it's pretty cool to see that. Maybe
Kayla's
because it's left-handed and it's that, Dwayne. I don't know. Is Kyle left-handed?
No, he's right-handed.
Okay, so that throws that out the window. But anyway, whatever it is, we're proud of her the way she can draw it. I mean, she just does it for amusement, but that's usually how it starts, right? So, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Leanne. Yeah, it is very cool. She draws like her dad. I taught her how to be an artist. Okay.
Is Kaylee on Instagram?
Kaylee, are you on Instagram? Yeah.
Tell her to. I can't remember what Kyle's handle is, but I think it's Kyle Charles Art is on Instagram.
Okay.
Tell her to follow him on Instagram and take a picture of it and send it to him.
I will. And then I can retire early. Yes. Okay.
Dude, if I'm not retired, it's not happening that quickly.
Kramer's got a cool Christmas song here.
What's Kramer got?
He said Dolly Rotten, a local Edmonton band, put out an awesome Christmas song. It was featured on Global News last night.
Oh, wow. Mark said she saw that.
Like an awesome Christmas band name.
Mark's seen it.
Right. Oh, Dwayne. Yeah.
Were they talking about trips to Edmonton?
No, it's from Edmonton to Vancouver Island.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were trips from
That's okay,
Edmonton?
though. That's okay, though. Yeah, that's okay. I'll tell you the worst thing about going to Vancouver Island. Hey, Kramer?
I'll tell you.
I tell you what.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh, Die Hard for sure.
Wow.
Home Alone.
Die Hard for sure. I actually, Christmas Vacation has got to be close second. If
Those
not,
aren't even movies.
Home Alone.
Gerald?
First-
Yeah,
Charlie
really?
Brown's Christmas.
what would you call them? Films?
Yes.
Hey,
What? Who?
I said, what would if they're not movies? What would you call them? Films?
Okay, now we're stumped. Everybody says Die Hard,
Yeah,
but me and
Die
Charlie
Hard.
Brown's Christmas.
Die Hard is a great Christmas movie.
heck
It's
yeah.
not Christmas. People died in it.
Christmas time and Nakatomi Towers.
People died. How can that be Christmas?
Oh, Gerald, have you not watched the movie?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what another good one is?
What?
One of my favorites besides Die Hard is the Bill Murray Scrooged.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that one.
That one is good.
Bill Murray's a beauty.
That's the one that's got the solid gold dancers in it.
See, I don't know that one.
Yeah, I got
You know what?
that one.
If I could just change it a bit here, I watched my first movie 2 days ago with the wife. We watched Mamma Mia.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
Oh, that one.
Were you in a timeout, Gerald?
And I cried. Okay, I'm just saying.
Were you in a timeout?
No, I was just lockdowning it. So I forced myself to watch Mamma Mia, which was actually really good. It was actually, yeah. A Star is Born. There we go. See, Mark watched that.
Dwayne, you don't know any good movies. Remember, you don't like Jim Carrey, man.
Oh,
We're gonna start that war again.
Yeah, we're back.
Kayla, I'm usually on the same side as you because you keep Gerald in line. But you bring up Jim Carrey again, and then it's like friendship off.
that's a negative drink.
Yeah, Mark, I gotta agree. I love that movie. I just rewatched it here maybe a week ago. It's such a good movie.
A Star is Born.
Star is Born.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a Star is Born cake, just a Star
Barbara
is Born.
Streisand. Yeah.
No, the new one, man.
No.
With Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that's the one.
No, she's talking about the old one, right, Mark? Barbara Streisand. Come on, talk to me.
No, come on, Mark. Come on.
Mark, you
Come
gotta
on.
say-
I think she's going the old one.
She is.
The new one's awesome.
We're not going to sit there and wait for it because it takes her a while to type, eh? So
And Mark, just so you know, I'm not saying that you're old. I'm just saying.
yeah, I cried, Mark. Yep.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, she said like
Lady
Oh,
Gaga.
really? Lady Gaga. I told you she was typing too fast.
All right, boys, I got a couple of rapid fires for you.
Holy lick! Really?
Yeah.
Let me have one shot of Fireball.
Are you ready?
Looks like you're hot enough, girl. Oops.
I'm good.
All right. Here's the first one.
Who are you asking?
Who you asking first?
I'm asking both of you. Both of you
Oh.
can answer.
Gerald, you go
Okay.
first.
Doesn't matter who goes first. It's a matter of who goes second and what's on
Ooh.
third and who's
That's
on
what you said.
Yeah, I'll just give
turkey or ham.
What?
Turkey.
Turkey or ham.
Oh, turkey.
Eggnog and rum or coffee and Baileys.
Coffee and Bailey's.
Depends on the time of day.
That's
Wow.
not an answer.
Yes, it is.
Coffee and Bailey's to start the day, and I finish it off with some eggnog and rum.
Chocolates or baking?
Oh Lord. Chocolate baking.
Baking and then chocolate.
Huh?
Baking and then chocolate.
But that's not the way it went. In my house, it went chocolates because we got the pot of golds in and blah blah blah, and then the wife baked today. So
What's your go-to Christmas chocolate?
my
Sorry,
go-to.
Dwayne,
Ferrero.
For
Who?
Rocher?
Oh yeah.
You know what? I seen a little video where they took cabbage rolls or little not cabbage rolls. What are the little grouchies?
Talk to me.
You know what I'm talking about? Little balls. Little
Oh yeah, the little. Yeah, I do.
what the heck are the Brussels sprouts?
Oh, those. No, I didn't know.
They take those, dip them in chocolate, put crushed peanuts on them, and put them in a Ferrero Rocher wrapper. I'd be so mad, man. You imagine biting into that thing?
Oh. Open presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Day.
We do one Christmas Eve, the rest Christmas Day.
Amen.
Same here.
Yeah.
That is it for my questions. You both win nothing.
Huh.
Oh, nice. I was hoping I'd win that.
Merry Christmas. From me to you.
I'm tired of the fireball, boys.
You've been
I'd be
sitting
more
there.
tired of the fire on your top of your head.
Well, I'm getting a little hot. I'm ready to take my shirt off if you guys don't. Oh, no? Okay. Is
Big Al. How the heck are you, buddy?
that another one of your friends, Colton?
That is, yes, correct.
Okay, me and Dwayne have no friends. So he's got his sister on here, and I've got my cousin, and that's where we're at. Patrick doesn't
Sorry, I have
my wife
Shelley.
isn't right here, though.
I have Dave Kramer on here.
Yeah, well, so do I.
Yeah, well, so do I, though.
Oh, I got Shelly and Mark. I'm sorry. Kayla.
And they're all my friends. So
You guys are hilarious.
We really love the support we've been
and
getting
as
from
long as Kayla doesn't bring up Jim Carrey again, she can be a friend, even though
He's
I don't
one
know.
funny guy.
Jim Carrey is a riot. I can't believe you don't like Jim Carrey. It blows my mind.
Yeah, and Kyle's Instagram is Kyle Charles Art.
Kel Giles. Okay, thank you. I'll tell Kaylee to do that.
So
Kyle Charles Art.
so with this being Christmas time, let's and we're now past the 8:30 hour. Most embarrassing Christmas party story.
Oh.
Ooh, jeez.
Now I'm talking Christmas party, like company Christmas party. Most embarrassing story.
Can I start?
Yep.
Okay. 2005, we'll say.
Oh wait, hang on. Don't use names unless it's yourself.
What do you mean?
2005. I can't hold my arm up anymore. That's my bowling arm, and I got to keep it for my bowling. We did a Christmas party, Sobeys, which was Horn and Pitfield back in the day, and then it became Sobeys, right? So I was the foreman for Sobeys here in Grand Prairie, and every year was the great Christmas party, and we had it at the Elks Hall. So we started the party here. Oh man, and I can tell names. It don't matter. We had Kurt here and 10 other people pre-party, right? Maybe 15, and we all jump into the when we're ready to head to the party. We had jump into the wife's Chevy Lumina, and the passenger window is 40 freaking below that day, and we've always had issues with the passenger window. So I jump in the car, and wife doesn't drink, right? So she gets in there, and and we took the seats out of the back so we could actually be like the old days and have 20 people back there, right? And so we got everybody in there, and I'm in the passenger seat, and somebody was going to drive because they hadn't had anything to drink, and so I roll the window down. You said it's past 8:30. I roll the window down. And I said, "Oh, see you guys later." I mean, they're right there beside me, right? I didn't have to roll the window down. The window don't go back up. So that was step one. 40 below, window don't go back up. I look over to my left in the driver's seat. Somebody is pissed. Okay. Because it ain't coming. It isn't going up. The window doesn't go up for whatever reason. She had a Chevy Lumina, and it was just, you know what? It did her well for the year she had it. Anyway, go down to the party. Elks. We go down to the Elks, which is straight down 108th. And we get to the party. We're all at our tables. They got a comedian set up. And the comedian asked somebody to come up, and Kurt Lowe, and I don't know if he's watching tonight, yeah, I'll go up there. He says, so he gets up there and he starts his thing with the comedian, right? And then the comedian says, I need one more person. Kurt goes, get Gerald. So I said, okay, I'll come up. So what he wanted us to do, holy shit, that man. What he wanted us to do was, it was a dance move or something. So we had to take our shoes off. So no word of a lie, I'll just take my dress shoes off. I kicked my shoe off and I cleared the boss's table of drinks and booze and food. And whatever was on that table was gone. And I sat there for a second after I did it. And I went, well, we'll find out Monday. I'm pretty drunk right now. We'll find out Monday. I still got a job, right? And literally, that shoe cleared that whole table, right? And I was pretty proud of that moment later, but not at the moment, right? But so for me, that would have been it. You know what? Nobody said a word. Monday, I heard about it, but what do you do? I mean, it's a Christmas party, and they're giving you tickets for drinks. You know, like, here's a tap, drink, right? So I'm jet-faced, right? We threw a couple people in the snowbank and had a but that was my worst one, Dwayne, for sure. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
And that is one big shoe.
Well, well, you know what they say about a guy with a big shoe, right? So anyway,
you've got to have a big sock.
Big sock, So that's my Christmas story, and it went. You know what? The sad thing was that the boss's wife got the worst of it because the alcohol went all over her pretty dress, right? And I apologized to her on Monday, even though I didn't know my ass from a hole in the ground on Saturday night. But but I apologized, and it was all good, right? I mean, it's a Christmas party, so yeah, that was mine. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah.
It was.
You know what? I'm just sitting here thinking, and I've got a couple.
Are they PG or rated R?
Well, that's what I was just thinking. Yeah. No, I'll tell you one.
Check to make sure your mom's not on, so you can.
No. I'll tell you one where it wasn't my Christmas party, which makes it that much better.
Always better when it's somebody else's.
So, if my group of friends, we always do this. We call it the 12 bars of Christmas. So we dress up as Santas. And we go to 12 different bars in Grand Prairie, have a beer and a shot minimum at each bar.
Wow.
We start at noon. And so by about 3 o'clock, you've got 20 drunk Santas walking around downtown, beards off, smokes in the mouths, like just drunk assholes. Well, this one year, we already had our Christmas party lined up. Then I met a girl. She wanted me to come as her date to her Christmas party. And I said, well, that's on the day. And she was my girlfriend at the time. And I said, well, that is on the same day as 12 bars of Christmas. And I'm sorry, I'm not missing 12 bars of Christmas. She goes, well, can you come after? If you want.
Nothing can go wrong.
So I show up at this Christmas party in a Santa suit, annihilated, and they had a hypnotist. So obviously I got pushed up there and I got hypnotized hard. There was a guy in the Christmas party, and it was his Christmas party as well. He dressed up as a giant chicken. He also got hypnotized. So I bought the DVD of this whole event, and it was hilarious. But they ended up having me and this chicken fighting each other. Oh, yeah. So I did 12 bars of Christmas and then went and got hypnotized at a girlfriend's Christmas party.
Was she your girlfriend after the Christmas party?
Oh, yeah. She thought it was hilarious.
You still have that DVD?
I do somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, we should download that to the Gigglin Guru website for the people to see.
I'll try and figure that out for sure.
Okay, buddy. How about you, Dwayne?
I'm like Colton. I have a ton of them. None of them are good. But the one that comes to my brain that I was working at a car dealership, had been there for about 5 years, working at the car dealership. I was dressed up all up in a suit and had a nice tie, and got a picture taken of me beforehand and how I looked by one of my kids, and I looked good, and went to the Christmas party, and of course it was free drink tickets. So hey, yeah. And I didn't drink much back then. And
hence the brain damage.
Yeah. I perceived to drink my face off to the point where I started drinking white rum straight up.
Oh.
With nothing.
Oh.
And then a friend of mine and his girlfriend were fighting, and I got in the middle of it, and I got down on my knees, and I proposed to her for him.
Oh.
No way.
Yeah. And then proceeded to go home.
What did she say?
I'm pretty sure she said for me to take a long walk off a short pier. Very nice.
No kidding.
And so then there's a picture of me after, laid out on one of my kids' beds. And I was pretty sure I had alcohol poisoning the following morning. I woke up and I was sick. I was bad. And then I went to work on the Monday, and yeah, the guy that I was friends with, we were no longer friends.
Aw.
Ooh.
He took that personally.
Oh, hugely.
He didn't get the joke, eh?
No. Well, it would have been probably a joke if I had only said it once, but I guess I said it probably about 10 times or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, really.
You're just trying to help a brother out.
He honestly does. He told me.
Oh no.
You were just trying to help a brother out, you know?
I was, but it was.
Well, that's one here. He says, best Christmas parties I've ever had. And I'm not trying to suck up, but HJ's and family fair parties were fun.
That sounded kind of brown to me.
No, man, they were good.
Whoa, where did you come from,
I don't know where
Patrick?
that voice came from. I have no idea. Holy crap, Batman.
He's out there. Hey, Gerald, it's amazing how you throw that voice.
Well, they call me Homer.
I don't care. You're
Pretty sure that's not what they call you, but
But you know what? I'm glad we had this tonight. I was going through withdrawals, as was Kayla Bennett, and I heard about it all the time. It'd be, what the fuck, Gerald? Like, when are you guys going to have one? So, and I said, you know what? We're going to start having them again. So we just needed a timeout is all we needed, right? So
We did, absolutely. Oh,
we needed it.
Oh, drink. You just said absolutely. Oh,
Oh, really?
oh dear.
Oh, and this just ties it all together. Absolutely. But oh my goodness. And the common denominator to all these parties is alcohol.
Nope, not at all. Totally sober.
When I was in Peace River back in the days, I was the DJ I worked at Scott National for 5 or 6 years, and I was the DJ. I would bring in my stereo, my albums, and set her up with my 2 friggin' Pioneer speakers and crank it up, and people would dance all night and just play the old rock music, whatever I had there and whatever albums everybody else brought. So that was pretty cool too. I forgot about that till just now, obviously, but yeah, that was pretty cool too. I was hip. I was like riding the moped, eh? You're pretty cool back then.
Well,
So.
you know why I think that all of a sudden that came back to you, Gerald? I mean, that fire behind you I think has probably been stirring up and stoking up the old memory gland in the back that's been frozen for so many years with the, with that. And it's starting to leak a few memories back out.
It is, Dwayne. I think you got a point. Or it could be the mullet, right? So.
Yeah, that's not a mullet.
got mine.
Yeah, buddy. Dustin Johnson and Robert Tompkins commented on
Dustin Johnson.
Dustin Thompson. And Robert Tompkins commented on this mullet. Hey, Gino's even got a mullet, right? Hey, Merry Christmas, Gino. We appreciate making you laugh. I laugh the most when I watch Gino bowl, eh? Like the guy's a joke, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway.
Complimenting somebody? Yeah, that guy's a joke, man.
I love the guy. I love the guy. He's awesome.
You know how Gerald is, eh? Talk nice, throw a dig.
Yeah.
Talk nice, throw a dig.
So, love you, Gino. That's awesome, buddy.
Yeah. Yes, Kayla, he does need more.
I'll be coming down to your house right away, Kayla. You're only 4 blocks away. I'll stand out on the sidewalk.
Lock the doors.
Anyway.
So, boys, what do you think?
Yeah, this was a great night. It was needed for me. It was needed for Colton, for Dwayne. It was for all you people.
Thinking for next week, boys?
We will let you know, right?
Should we let the fans know now whether or not we're going to be around next week, or are we going to wait?
Let's make it a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Christmas surprise.
A Christmas surprise.
Around here.
Gino says if that's a mullet, I'm a gorilla.
Well, Merry Christmas from Patrick and Patricia.
HJs.
HJs, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, well, let's let them know maybe Thursday or something.
Watch for the
Whatever you
poster.
guys decide. I'm just a sheeple.
Watch for the poster. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Kayla.
Kayla.
Shut up, Kayla.
Pipe down, okay? Pipe down.
He lives on his own.
That's right,
So
Kayla.
we can invite him.
Another month. Go watch some Jim Carrey movies in the meantime.
Yeah.
I will.
Merry Christmas, Shelley. Merry Christmas, Gino and Marg, all you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we love you guys for watching us and supporting us as we go through this. It's pretty cool. I think Shelley has a surprise for us in the new year.
Nope.
Shelley? Oh, Dwayne has a surprise.
Nope.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, I'm done here.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
Thanks
guys.
for coming out. Well, if we don't see you next week, we'll see you next year.
Everybody play